Greetings and welcome to ValoU. I'm Zaladrith and I'll be your instructor for today. Today's class is Mechanics 321, Slicing the Pie. If you just wide peek an enemy sight without a plan, because of Defender's advantage, it's very likely that you get surprised and are unable to use your crosshair placement. Even worse, you might end up peeking into multiple enemies at once. Slicing the pie increases your chance of isolating duels by discovering angles one at a time. It's useful when you're at angle disadvantage and need to fast peek to make up for it, but when wide peeking is too dangerous. And it's also useful when you need to be silent and don't want to give away your location. To slice the pie, first you want to distance yourself from the corner to minimize your angle disadvantage, but not so far back that strafing would cause you to bump into any nearby walls. Then, pre-aim the right most likely piece of cover, while silent fast peeking to only peek that one angle. Then, you simply repeat the silent fast peek jiggle technique for every possible angle from right to left, removing possible threat locations one by one. Notice how if you look at the minimap, the vision cone is slowly expanding in size in little slices, which is where this technique gets its name. If you have enough time to do so, each fast peek should usually be a jiggle peek, since an enemy holding the angle will be more prepared to fire than you, unless you have perfect pre-aim that doesn't require any micro-adjustment, great reflexes, are committed to not letting an enemy get away, or are trying to use your peeker's advantage. Also, remember that the purpose of slicing the pie is using fast peeks for angle disadvantage. A common mistake people make is taking steps that are too small or not jiggling back after each peek, which essentially just shows your shoulder a little bit at a time, achieving the same effect as shift walk slow peeking. Even when done correctly, slicing the pie has a few downsides. The most obvious is that it takes a lot more time than simply swinging, so if time is of the essence, it might not be a good idea. Second is that you're close peeking every angle, which might be a problem if you have numbers advantage, since teammates can't safely peek with you without risking getting collided. And third isn't exactly a downside, but if an enemy is only peeking every once in a while, you can get timinged. For instance, in this clip, I wait for Chamber to peek my angle and then switch over to looking at Wine before I swing, so even if he was properly slicing the pie, I would have still broken his crosshair placement. In summary, slicing the pie is useful when you have angle disadvantage and need to fast peek, but it's too dangerous to wide peek. It's useful when you need to move silently. It helps you isolate duels and use crosshair placement against enemies with Defender's advantage. It involves pre-aiming and silent fast peeking one angle at a time. People often make the mistake of not jiggling back or taking steps that are too small, ending up exposing their shoulders. It takes more time than just swinging. It's tough to use numbers advantage with it since it involves close peeking, and while it increases the chance of isolating duels, you can still get timinged. That's all for today's lesson. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the lecturer or the TAs in the comments below. Thanks for attending, and we hope you enjoy your stay here at ValoU.